In the vibrant and transformative era of the 1960s, few places were as emblematic of musical history as Paul McCartney's home on Cavendish Avenue. Here, amidst the creative energies of the Beatles and the Rolling Stones, unforgettable moments unfolded, including an unexpected encounter captured forever in time. Join us as we delve into a fascinating story involving John Lennon, Paul McCartney, Mick Jagger, and a young journalist's serendipitous experience that would connect them all. In late April of 1967, a young journalist named Stuart Kendall arrived at Paul McCartney's home, eager to interview John Lennon. However, in a stroke of bad luck, he forgot his camera. Fortunately, he borrowed one from a fan named Lizzie Bravo, who was waiting outside. With this borrowed camera, Kendall snapped candid shots of Paul, John, Mick Jagger, and Maggie McGivern, who were all gathered in the lively atmosphere of Cavendish Avenue. Among those present was Terry Doran, who captured a moment of his own taking a picture of Stuart alongside Paul, John, and Mick. Mick Jagger was a frequent visitor at Cavendish Avenue, where he and Paul would often communicate to ensure that the Beatles and the Stones didn't release competing singles. This collaboration was crucial to both bands' success, as overlapping releases could split sales and jeopardize their chances at the #1 spot. The personal dynamics in this circle were complex. After Marianne Faithfull left her partner John Dunbar in January 1967 to live with Mick Jagger, she frequently visited Paul's house. Reflecting on those times, Marianne remarked, "Mick always had to come to his house because he was Paul McCartney, and you went to him. Paul never came to us." She noted an undercurrent of rivalry, particularly from Mick, while Paul remained largely oblivious to it. "It was good fun. It was like watching a game on television," she said, illustrating the playful tension that characterized their interactions. Inside Paul's home, the decor included Le Jeu d'Amour, a René Magritte painting that would later inspire the Apple logo, as well as an alternative design for the iconic Sgt. Pepper drum skin. Paul claimed to have acquired this artwork through art dealer Robert Fraser, and while he often recounted obtaining it in June 1968, other accounts suggest he purchased it in the summer of 1966. A significant moment of the day was captured in a photograph of John on the back porch of Paul's house. Lizzie Bravo recalled, "This photo was taken by a young journalist using my camera. He was there to interview John and Paul and didn't have his camera, so I let him use mine." She remembered their chance encounter years later in 2009, where she discovered they had crossed paths again. In her recounting, Lizzie stated, "There was only one frame left on the camera, but I had another one, so I gave it to him too." After spending a few hours with the rock legends, Stuart emerged with a promise fulfilled. He had taken the photo of John for Lizzie. Stuart later elaborated, "I have a picture of me with John, Paul, and Mick, taken by Terry Doran in Paul's living room." He vividly remembered John wearing a talisman necklace, a piece that would later find its way to Magic Alex in 1969. This handmade necklace, adorned with Indian beadwork and blue glass rings, symbolized the rich tapestry of their artistic lives. In a world where music and camaraderie intertwined, this unique day on Cavendish Avenue not only captured a moment in time, but also illustrated the deeper connections and friendly rivalries that defined an iconic era in rock history.